OU Weekend Dump. Let's talk about all the activity this past weekend, as well as why there were so many crystal ball predictions for the Sooners. We're going to talk about that here coming up in about 10 seconds. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Jay here with Unfair Sports. Of course, we're talking OU football, college football, and sports in general. Let's dive right into the party at the Palace at OU this past weekend and why there are now so many crystal balls, or CBs, predictions for some of these athletes thinking about choosing Oklahoma. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Let YouTube know that you like this and you want to see more of it. As well as you'll see a lot of players' social media content on here. So make sure you go and show them some love in their comments while also hitting my comments and letting me know which players you want to see at OU. Of course, we want all of them, but which ones really jump out to you that we're talking about that you want to see commit to Oklahoma. Let's start off with some of the players. So the Party at the Palace, and what it is an event, looks like an end-of-year extravaganza that OU throws and brings a whole bunch of recruits out. And I want to start with this, though. Jackson Arnold, I don't care how good you end up being, you're a legend in my eyes. This dude is out recruiting like crazy. He wants to build a powerhouse around him on the offensive and defensive side. I see him trying to convince some of his buddies who he play with at Geyer down there in Texas to actually, flip from their school to come to Oklahoma with him. I love to see it. I love seeing engaged players that want to be a part of the program and feel like the program is theirs. He has taken the leadership role seriously. I love to see it. He has a bright future. Might be one of the greatest OU quarterbacks to play if he keeps the work ethic going and he has the skill set. We'll see. But I know that 5 stars is coming soon with everybody, and I'll talk about that in another video later. But let's talk about some of these players that showed up and we now have crystal ball predictions from. So I'll tell you the players. We'll go through their ratings, their attributes, and something I like about them. But the key thing is these are players to keep your eyes on for the next few weeks. Between now and January, I think, is when all the commitment dates are set for some, and the ones that actually have them, we'll be able to see them potentially make their choice for Oklahoma. But I did notice one thing about this. Venables and them is for real on the defense, man. They're trying to bring in that Clemson style defense he had over the years where he won those 2 national championships, played in 3 title games. They're doing it. So be excited about that. But they're also grabbing a whole bunch of skills guys to make Levy's system look beautiful. So start off with the first one. Defensive end, 4-star, Colton Vasek, 6'6", 225, 230, out of Westlake High School in Austin, Texas. Yes, he picked Oklahoma over being a legacy Texas kid. His dad, Brian, played there. Made a video about it yesterday. You can see it right here. Go watch. But he's already chose Oklahoma. He had a crystal ball from the weekend, and then boom, Monday, he makes the announcement that he's going to be a Sooner. Dope. Adding another defensive lineman with him, 4-star Jordan Renaud, 6'3", 245, out of Tyler Legacy High School in Tyler, Texas. Yeah, looks like he's about a 6 mid. Looks like he's leaning towards Oklahoma as well. And he's being recruited heavily by some of his counterparts. So adding Jordan with Vasek, be absurd. But then this feels like this is the one that everyone's going after, is our boy David Hicks, 6'4", 255, 5-star out of Katy, Texas. Looking at his ratings here, you can see he's considered one of the best, if not the best in the nation on some boards. Seen him as high as like 5th overall in players. Dude's a monster. And it looks like that weekend he brought his grandparents up to Oklahoma. Grandparent influence. They liked it, felt homey, and guess what? He may make this a home for him. Imagine him on the line next season. Ooh. 4-star wide receiver, 2023, Anthony Evans. Now, I've seen his listing as far as attributes, and you can see that here on the screen right now. Different in a few places. He's 6'1", in some places 5'10" and a half in others, but I believe he's 6'1" now, 168, out of Converse, Texas. And it's expected that he has a heavy lean towards Oklahoma. Now, watching him, fast, physical, looks like he can do some things. We'll do more breakdowns on him a little bit later. But I think there's a lock here. It looks like there's a chance that Oklahoma's going to win him because of his experience at the party. And then 5-star 2024 defensive lineman David Stone. He's over at IMG Academy out in Florida. He is from Oklahoma City. Played at Dale City High School for 2 years before going out to IMG. Looks like he has a very mid-ish area towards the Sooners, but his parents show he didn't come. His mom came up to the festivities, and it looks like his mom was happy. If that's the case, might be another winner. Last couple two we have local boy Jacoby Johnson, 6'3", 183 out of Mustang, 4-star 2023 athlete. Looks like he's a safety type player, and it looks like he's really leaning towards Oklahoma. He's pretty ingrained Oklahoma fan growing up, and it appears that his visits have been getting better and better with every time he comes out. He's heavily recruited by a lot of schools, Oklahoma, Alabama, Michigan, and it looks like Jay Valai has that great relationship that he may just pull him right in and keep the locals here. I love when we keep the locals local. And the last one is Makari Vickers, 4-star 2023, 6'1", 180 out of Florida, another Florida player. And I did a video on him before talking about him adding Oklahoma to his top 3. And I feel like Makari it's going to be something special. He looks like he's got that potential for it. And we're all in hopes now that he makes Oklahoma his home. So do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe button. Also, leave a comment. Tell me which one of these players you like the most, who's really jumping out to you. Check out their footage. We'll talk more about them over the coming weeks as we prepare for the season. Fall camps have started, so football is around the corner. So please get excited. Also, go show those players some love. Follow them on social media. Get them on Twitter, on Instagram. You know, they're kids, so they love that type of attention. Go leave a comment. Tell them how much you love to see them as a Sooner. And let's make the magic happen. So with that, we will chop it up with y'all in a few days. Peace.